Very excited to present to you today, Pam England.
And so my slice of this pie of the postpartum revolution is for us to consider the birth story, to revolutionize the way that we see it and we tell it and we hear it. Image that we need to create a temenos, which is a Greek word for a sacred space, to encircle the storyteller and the story listener. I want every storyteller who comes to me into this temenos, to leave with a different story, a story that has in some way unfolded, something hidden has been brought forward, something unknown has been discovered, so that you're not just telling the story and getting some validation and support, but actually experiencing transformation. But I thought, man, if we could make a few adjustments to those first days or hours before all of that social media stimulation happens, and let her just take in what just happened and really, who am I now? Just take it in. Wouldn't that be a great first story change? There's this total expansion of consciousness that's indescribable, and it's wordless. Now, if they're still in doubt about whether or not it was enough or they were enough, here's the beauty question that you can ask, and do it real tenderly. So if your baby could talk, and I asked your baby right now, what was the very most favorite thing? It depends on which parent you're talking to, but we'll say mommy did that. You'll really always love that she did that for you when you were born. Then she has to put herself outside of her framework into the baby's and see herself from that direction. And it's so beautiful, the things that they'll say. I loved it when she, a bit of an activist in those days when I was thinking that interventions and caused the emotional disturbance. What I actually found out was that the change in the relationship expectations or failure of expectations was actually the number one grief. And it could be relationships with their body, with their own self, their own expectations. It could be with their partner, with a doula, with a midwife, with their mom. But it was a relationship story. I believe the biggest revolution we need to change the preparation and consciousness so that the postpartum is more meaningful. If they are stuck in everybody else knows, or I should have known more, and evidence, but and all this, that narrow band of thinking, and it's an important band in our culture, but we want to make, when they come to postpartum, they will already be realizing I'm in my return now. Return, by the way, is where the trouble begins. Have you ever heard that? You think the trouble's in the ordeal? You're unconscious during the ordeal. You don't even know what the fuck's going on, and you're just getting through it. But it's when you come out of the ordeal and you're back in your conscious mind, that's when the trouble begins. And that's why we have to, if we use the initiation model, we prepare them for that. And then we have these structures in place to help them finish the journey. If they don't complete the journey, they get stuck in the ordeal for the rest of their lives. Do you see that? And that's the problem, in my point of view. And it's actually very passionate about it. So, yeah.